almost 500 of this. Oh no. Oh god! The resto heavy attacks have begun! Stick it out for as long as we can. Oh god! There's nothing I can do. Survive. My god, that actually hurts a little bit. Alright, hold on. We gotta... Oh wait, I can fire back with this. Cleanse them off. Cleanse them off. Which one was the Necro? I did not expect that. Hello, 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 ladies, gentlemen, and others. Good morning, good afternoon, or evening, whatever time you're watching this. I hope you are having a great day today. It's your fella here, Kuro, and we've done it again, alright? We've made ranged Magplar work, and we've made it work pretty damn well, if I do say so myself. I've been really enjoying playing this ranged Magplar for the past week or so live over at twitch.tv/KuroPvPs, which you should totally follow for a good time, and in that time I've managed to collect quite a few nice little clips. I've had some really solid fights on this build, and I am super excited to show all of you guys some gameplay, as well as give you guys some commentary, not only for your entertainment, but to maybe enlighten some of you a bit as to my thought process and the way I go about dealing with certain situations while I play it, for those of you who may be interested in trying it out for yourself. Before we get into it though, just a quick reminder that if you are new here and you press that subscribe button, I will love you forever, because it helps me out a whole hell of a lot and it makes sure that you get to see more content like this in the future. Also, you guys should totally come join my Discord, alright? We have a lot of fun in there, and we are always looking to bring new people into the family, and honestly, we just love to have you there. You're a great person, you bring great energy, we want you. Come on, come hang out with us. Anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and dive in, let's kill some people, let's talk about it, let's have some fun. So coming on into our first clip here, I'm just making my way past this resource when I notice that the local pound seems to have lost a couple of mutts, and they are running amok, but honestly, that's none of my business, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way past them and see what I can find, when, lo and behold, I've located a CP61 Ebonheart-packed warrior who is trying his best to do his best out here, so naturally I do the sensible thing and welcome him to Cyrodiil with a barrage of Inferno Staff light attacks, trying to put him down with only my little cheese balls. Unfortunately for me, I am now going to get sweat down by these two fellas here. Two brave AP warriors join into the fray, making sure that no EP soul dies this day, keeping their young brother alive, because that is the EP way. Very brave, very valiant of them, and I totally respect it. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that Magplar is coming at me with some dark flares, with some crushing weapons of his own, that may or may not be my build. The numbers check out, the combo checks out, I'm really not sure. But if that is my build, and this fella happens to see this video, first of all, good fight. How are you liking it? Let me know. Second of all, I'm sorry that I did this to you. Now we're going to go ahead and try to put some pressure into the Sork when the Magplar hits me from the back, and I don't like that very much. I'm going to go ahead and just counter his meteor here, and remind him that if that is my build, sir, son, I brought you into this world, I sure as hell can bring you out. Here comes the Dark Flare with the crushing weapon, here's the meteor and the javelin. Go ahead and blow him up and he is out of the fight. Now the Sork comes up the hill with a Nightblade backing him up, very, very stinky. I'm going to go ahead and focus on the Sorcerer here because he is quite squishy, but he is doing a lot of damage from range and I don't want to sit there and just take it. So we're going to put a lot of pressure into him. Unfortunately, having this little heathen of a Nightblade creeping around in the shadows, crawling inside my asshole every now and then does make things a little bit difficult, so I'm going to go ahead and change targets to the Nightblade and try to get rid of him, because I feel like at this point he's just a bigger threat. Not just because he hits decently hard, but mostly because he is very annoying. So we're going to go ahead and get the Detect Pot ready for him, and just keep my buffs up, try to keep my health topped off, and wait for him to show his nasty little face again. Before I pop the pot, there he is, going to go ahead and resto myself with the offensive window. Quick crushing weapon light attack combo there, try to javelin him, he dodges it, but it doesn't matter. Gonna go ahead and execute him there with the beam and bring him on down. Now turning on to the Mag Sork, we're gonna go ahead and hit him with the purifying light, try to hit him with the dark flare, but the little asshole goes ahead and interrupts me with the crushing weapon. Not very polite of him, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with my own crushing and put him down here with the fire from the burning spell weave, with the burning proc killing him. Now, this time I'm not going to make the same mistake as before. toying with the 61 CP. Just gonna go ahead and put him down the honorable way. My friend, you did fight valiantly, and hope to see you back out there. Don't let this dissuade you from going out into PvP. It's always better to do it than to not do it. Now, at this point, something tingles in my jellies, tells me there's someone at the resource, so I head on back down. It's just one more fella here. Gonna go ahead and debuff him, put some damage into him, and he's going to hold block constantly. I'm going to show him that's not going to work against me, though, here. He may be tanky, but he's not as tanky as he thinks. So we're going to go ahead and just keep the debuffs up on him here with the Purifying Light, with the Crushing Weapon, and now we're going to hit him with the old Dark Flare. Here comes the Meteor. That Purifying Light crits big for 12k. The Meteor does its work and puts him down, and that is the end of clip number 1. Defenestrating myself right on into clip number 2. As you can see, this one starts off a little hot, a little heavy. We are on this porch, taking a lot of pain. We've been hit by ultimates, we're getting hit by Nightblades, we're getting sniped. It doesn't really feel good, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this Resto ult and get the hell out of there because I don't want to be there any longer. We're going to turn around here, put a little bit of damage onto these few guys that are hanging out on the rock. Not really sure if they want to come in for the attack or not. One Nightblade seems like he's going to be brave for a moment, immediately regrets that decision, backs up, and decides to play it safe from range. I try to hit this guy with the combo here, but he does get knocked just out of my range by the javelin, and I'm not able to follow up. Very stinky, very unfortunate, but hey, what can you do? So I'm going to just pepper these guys from range here as they pepper me from range. Very fair fight. There's 3 of them, 1 of me. I'd say those are about even odds here. Almost get this Nightblade, but unfortunately I do take a lot of damage there, and now I've taken an in-cap, now I've taken a bow ultimate. All of that stuff hurts very, very much, so I go ahead and pop that Resto, and thank God I did, because if I did not, I would have been absolutely dead right there because I was stunned, I had no stam, and I did catch an ultimate while I was there. Luckily for me, I had that Resto going, and now we are back onto the kites, walking around this tree here, trying to be a little slippery, catch one of these Nightblades coming out of stealth with the Purifying Light, with the Crushing Weapon, and the beam here. He's going to try to get away, but that Purifying Light is going to pop for a 12k non-crit and just absolutely rip his face off of his skull. Turn around here, one Nightblade comes out of stealth, catches a really unfortunate javelin right between the teeth, and he does get sent to the afterlife. Now, coming on down the hill here, we do see a blue. This blue earlier in the day had been really toxic to me, chasing me down with a group, so I don't even care that he's being attacked by reds. Just going to go ahead and hand him his own ass real quick and turn on to the reds here. We're going to go ahead and focus on this level 400 CP. Just going to go ahead and hand him a meteor here. Hold that, buddy. I hope it feels good. It did not feel good. It killed him. That was very unfortunate. Toss a little Dark Flare at this one down here, the little 1-star. Chase him down. Hit him with the old Crushing Weapon combo, Javelin, and the execute to bring them down. Now at this point I noticed that there are a lot more reds here than I thought there were, and they are fighting a lot of blues as well. Don't even know when they got there, but they did show up. You see me here just kind of debating if I want to try to kill this tank. I decide against it. It's a bit of a stupid idea, so I'm not going to bother. I'm checking the map here to see what's going on, so I see nothing. So I decided I'm just going to come to the back of this group here and just try to cause some havoc. Immediately come in here, I'm going to locate a level 14, hit him with the old Crushing Weapon, the Javelin, execute him real quick as the Reds break through their back line. I'm going to try to back up here as the groups start to kind of converge. I don't want to be here in the middle of them. As you can see, the one werewolf's kind of following me for a second until he catches a stun, decides that that's not worth it. I see these blues getting chased down, whatever, free AP. I'm going to go ahead and toss a couple Radiants their way. Might as well. They're going to die anyway. Let's go ahead and get that. Go ahead and just try to wipe these blues here, because if there's no blues, I can have these reds all to myself. So we're going to go ahead and put some damage into this last blue Nightblade, trying to get away. Catch him there with the execute, and now the reds are going to turn on me because I interrupted their fight, and they're a little upset. Now, this is where you're going to see why the movement speed that I use on this build is so important, because I start to get overwhelmed by a little more than I can handle, because I run away into this direction here. 2 or 3 more guys come from behind me in this direction. Not very good. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the Resto, try to do a little bit of offense here. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. I've got about 3,700 debuffs on me, dots, all that nasty shit. Don't like it very much, so we're just going to go ahead and start sprinting with Godspeed towards these rocks here and just try to get away from them. Split the group if possible. And what do you know? It's possible. The entire group, except for one brave EP warrior, decides they are not interested anymore and go ahead and leave, and just leave me to 1v1 this fella here. A lot of damage coming in from him, but not enough, because he takes a 17,000 damage crit from the Purifying Light and takes a little bit of a dirt nap himself, and that is the end of the second clip. Playing a game of Leapfrog right on into clip number 3. This This clip is a good bit longer than the last two, and it really puts everything this build has going for it on full display. As you can see, there is a clusterfuck of cockadoodie bullshit going on right in front of me here with a massive group of blues fighting a massive group of reds for supremacy over this area, and the reds are not doing too hot. I'm going to go ahead and try to help them out a little bit by clearing out some of these blues in the back, but that one gets a little distant from me. Doesn't matter. Find me a squishy boy here in the middle. One light attack with crushing weapon followed by an execute goes ahead and brings him down. I get hit by siege, cleanse that off. It is very stinky, very icky, don't like it. Just gonna walk around here, see if I can find someone else. When the entire blue Zerg notices that I exist, don't like that very much. Gonna go ahead and get on my legs here and get the fuck out of there. Luckily for me, that one red that was there with me kind of takes the brunt of their attack, and they all redirect like moths to a flame. Very, very short attention spans. They forget I'm there, and all Zerg that poor red down. I really do appreciate it, though, taking the heat for me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and come up here to the back of the group, just trying to find a couple of brave souls who are willing to come and fight me without the rest of the group. And what do you know? We do have a couple of takers. We've got a Magplar, a Warden, and something. I have no idea what that third person is, but he's going to fight his best. Now, that guy died so fast, I didn't even get to commentate over it. He took the the Purifying Light with the Javelin and the Execute, went ahead and put him down. We're going to go ahead and throw the Meteor at the second guy. He's going to dodge the Javelin. Doesn't matter, the Meteor hits him hard enough to let me finish him off with the old Radiant Destruction. Third guy is going to go ahead and pop that Northern Storm. I'm going to kite away from it, go ahead and bash that res there, and by bash I mean throw a Javelin through his forehead and get rid of him, and then hit this guy with a Crushing Weapon to pop up that Purifying Light damage and execute him before getting back onto the kite game, because 5 or 6 more blues have noticed that I'm here. Get some distance on them, and again, they are not going to commit to chasing me, which is both good and a little disappointing. One guy didn't really get the memo. I'm going to go ahead and just put him down with very little effort here. Crushing Weapon, followed by the Javelin crit to the face. Going to go ahead and just put him down. Now, making our way back over here to the main body of the blue Daggerfall Covenant forces. We're just going to poke and prod until we find a couple of brave takers that want to break away from the group and come and play ball with me. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like too many are interested. One tries to throw caltrops at me from a distance. I'm just going to go ahead and throw a big fireball at them and then execute them, put them on down. They did send me a nice message afterwards, actually saying GG's, so that was very polite if they happen to see this video. Thank you. I'm sorry that I bullied you in the game, but it's PvP, you know, it happens. These things are commonalities, and we all know there are no rules on the battlefield. So I noticed this little Nightblade doing his own thing. He's got 40k health. I decided to challenge myself when he decides that he is not willing to be parsed on, so I'm going to go ahead and just scoot around a little bit, look for some fights here, because I know there will be more. When I see that the blue group just got absolutely decimated by what I can only assume was a red bomber, I'm going to go ahead and help them clean up here, putting a Crushing Weapon followed by a Javelin into the first guy I see, bringing him on down, going ahead and putting some damage into this little squishy boy here, popping the resto to give myself an opening, hit him with a lot of damage there, but right as I try to execute him, I do catch the nasty guard negate, and he gets away with just a sliver of health. Now, I don't know how many blues are around. There are quite a few there, and I don't want to be in front of the door if more come out, so I'm going to just go ahead and get back on the legs, get some distance. When I notice this 40k HP Nightblade has decided that he is going to come and harass me, be a bit of a dickhead, which is fine. Which is totally fine, I don't really mind too much. 40k HP and no damage. I wish all the Nightblades I fought were a little more like this guy. Gonna go ahead and get some distance here, get on the legs, and just try to get just far enough away to put my damage into this guy. I tried to hit the Nightblade there, but I realized that's probably not a great idea. 40k HP, invisibility, probably going to be a pain in the dick. So we're going to go ahead and focus on the Sork instead, pop the resto, get that offensive window, big Crushing Weapon with the Javelin. They're sitting at about 2 health, and instead of committing to that kill, I see 2 more guys coming at me, and I'm not quite sure what they're packing, so I'm just going to be safe here, play it safe, get on the legs, get some distance, and re-engage on my own terms here. I see the Northern Storm from behind me, so we're just going to go ahead and keep that speed up, keep the distance, and just get the hell away from these guys. Don't like that they are rushing me so much, but some of them are going to give up, and again, it's going to split the group and give me an opportunity to fight a more realistic battle. So we're going to turn around here, Just 2 of them have stayed, and these are 2 people that we have already killed before, so we're going to go ahead and focus on the squishy sniper here, who has absolutely 0 self-preservation instinct whatsoever, and then move on to the sorcerer. The sorcerer has a little more self-preservation instinct, but not enough to stay alive versus me. And then the last poor soul we are going to add to our collection is this poor 255 CP, who doesn't even have 18k health, who is just going to get absolutely plastered by that meteor for the end of clip number 3. Alright, coming on into our 4th and final clip of this video, we are pulling on up to Dragonclaw. Honestly, I don't get many opportunities to fight up here in the snow, so whenever an opportunity does present itself, I hop on it extremely quickly. There are yellows and reds fighting there, and I don't really want to be subject to a Zerg fight, so I go ahead and head to the back here and see what I can find, and what do you know, I find a lonely little meatbagger. I assume he's going to be a nice quick kill, but unfortunately, it's that time of the day where the game decides it's just about done working, so it's going to be a little more difficult than I thought, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and keep him debuffed, hit him with the Dark Flare here. Unfortunately, he dodges it, but it's fine. Go ahead and hit him with the meteor, follow up with the beam here. He's going to go ahead and take that javelin right between the teeth, stand in the meteor dot, take the beam, and he's going to go ahead and die. Now, we're going to go ahead and chase this Dragonite here to the back of the group. He's trying his best to stay alive, spamming them dodge rolls, holding block, trying to heal. Not doing a great job, though. He probably doesn't even know what's happening to him right now. Goes ahead and expertly dodges that javelin as if he had a second sense for it, but he cannot dodge this beam that I just fed him, and he's going to go ahead and go down. Back to the rear of the group again, just trying to find a few brave souls that want to break off and come party. When I do find 2 of them. I've got 2 Nightblades on me here. I'm getting sniped by one, so I'm going to go ahead and locate him. Only 22k HP. Perfect to kill. Hit him with the Purifying Light and the Crushing Weapon, and catch him with the beam here to finish him off with the 11k non-crit Purifying Light. Now we've got 2 more Nightblades. One tries to get over here on the res. Going to go ahead and put the Meteor on him, stun them both, and finish off the 3rd Nightblade there, and back on to the original Nightblade. When, let's see, 4 or 5 more dudes roll up on the set and start blasting. We don't like that very much. Going to go ahead and get some distance here and wait for some of them to get distracted by the fact that there's a big fight over there, and return to the main force. It is working pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and focus on this Necro here, who decides that if he stays and fights me right now, it's not gonna end well for him. A very smart decision. He's gonna head back into the main group, and I chase him down. Naturally, my ego won't let me let him get away, but he does get to the main group, and he does get to the safety of all those off heals, and I cannot put him down. Very stinky, very unfortunate, but hey, it happens. What can you do? So again, to the rear here, we're trying to put some damage into the guys in the back when, here we go, 3 Nightblades versus me. Pretty fair odds, and I'm not too worried about what might happen here because I feel like I've got the juice to put him down. This guy tries to hit him with the bow ult, go ahead and feed him a beam, put him on down, and then we're going to go ahead and hit that resto ult to give myself a nice offensive window, hit this guy with the Crushing Weapon into the Purifying Light. My Detect Potion is about to come off cooldown. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in case these guys try to get away. Big Dark Flare crit right there with the Javelin, with the Purifying Light going off, followed by the beam, and then the last guy is going to try to get away, but I'm not going to allow that to happen. Toss a big Dark Flare his way, catch him with the Javelin stun here, and execute him with the beam, and there you go. And that is going to be the end of the 4th and final clip, guys. It does go on for a little bit longer, but the only thing that happens is that me and this DK kind of go at it for a bit while a few more chase me around. And the ending's actually kind of funny, so I am just going to fast forward it up until the ending and let you guys see that after I am done talking. Just want to remind you guys that thank you. I really appreciate you for stopping by, checking out this video, and giving me the time of day. I really appreciate it. You don't even understand how much this means to me when you guys stop in on my videos, so thank you very much. I love you for that. If you like the content, please, if you're not subscribing, please consider subscribing. I make this kind of stuff all the time. And lastly, if you want to support me directly, I have YouTube channel memberships, and I have Patreon, so those are things you could do. Or you could just come by the stream sometime. Any of that stuff really works, and I really appreciate it all. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to stop talking your ear off. You guys have a fantastic night. I love you. Kuro out. Mwah.